Hey, what's up, people? Welcome to Stellaris. That's right, we all knew it was coming eventually. I've been hyped for this game ever since I heard out about it. When was that, like two years ago, probably, when they first announced it. It's, you know, Paradox does space. How could that possibly go wrong? It's basically everything we've hoped for. I mean, there's some things that could definitely use fixing, but I'm sure it'll just be a matter of time before Paradox themselves fixes certain things. I've encountered a few bugs, nothing game breaking or anything, and I don't know, a couple of the mechanics I'm a little meh on, but well, we'll talk about those as we play the game if we have to deal with those mechanics as it is. But yeah, let's just get going. Let's play a new game. I'm going to be doing a solo game because I want to do a solo game to start. Might do some multiplayer at some point eventually. Maybe I'll do some multiplayer with you guys if you want to do like a subscriber series or something. That'd be cool. I don't know. Let me know down below. But yeah, we're gonna be playing as the Valyrian Star Empire. I've already created these guys. I'm probably gonna change them a little bit actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But we'll start from the beginning here and show you what I've done. So basically, I'm gonna be keeping in line with the whole Game of Thrones thing. We're gonna be playing as Aegon Targaryen. That's right, and we're gonna be conquering the universe, or I guess the galaxy. So yeah, so we're mammalians on a continental world. Nothing all that crazy there. I guess they originally came from the islands, so like the Valyria. Oh, it's not an island, it was a peninsula. And now it is many smaller islands. So maybe we'll go with let's stick with continental. That's fine. And yes, Valyrian, we're Valyrians. Our adjective is Valyrian. Nice and simple. The ship prefix is going to be VIN for Valyrian Imperial Navy. And we're going to stick with one of the human name lists. I need to mess around with this and actually give it some proper names. I don't know, maybe I'll do that in game. I don't know if I assume there's some sort of a name list you can modify. But I'll stick with I don't know, let's go with human 2. Sure, why not? The traits, we are industrious and intelligent, because these are damn good. Solitary, happiness is, I find it's not such a big deal, so I'm fine with keeping that solitary. And sedentary, again, migration time and resettlement cost, not really something that comes up all that often, so we'll keep that as it is. The traits, I couldn't really find any great traits that kind of relate to the Valyrians. I was thinking maybe like slower breeders to account for the inbreeding that happens, you know, brother and sisters marrying each other and banging and all that. But 15% growth time, or minus 15% growth, or I guess plus 15% growth time. Yes, plus 15% growth time, that's too much. I don't want to deal with that. And I was thinking maybe repugnant as well, just because, you know, people don't really like the whole inbreeding thing, and they don't like being conquered by Valyrians. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually here. We'll get rid of our own solitary, so our own unhappiness, and we'll just make other species unhappy. Sounds good. Alright, the ruler, Aegon Targaryen, he's a male, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I find these clothes look pretty cool. I wish you could change the color of the clothes. I feel like this whole color variant thing needs to also apply to clothes. We'll stick with that one, because I like that one. And the homeworld, I had it named as Valyria Prime, but that sounds kind of dumb, so we're gonna go with Dragonstone instead. And the star will be Valyria. Random starting system. Sounds good. I like the avian cities. I figure, you know, dragons and whatnot. That works, so we'll go with that. The government. This is probably what I'm going to change. I've been playing, I have a solo campaign going, like offline. I'm doing an Iron Man campaign just to pick up some achievements and whatnot. And I'm going with the whole slavery run. I don't know, it's good, but there's a lot of micromanagement the bigger your empire gets, especially once you're your people start splitting in terms of their ethics and everything. I don't know, it's good early game, but I feel like it's way too much of a hassle in the mid to late game. Not that I know what the mid to late game is, but in my solo game I'm starting to get into the mid game, and it's becoming kind of a pain in the ass, so I'm not going to go with slavery. I will stick with spiritualist though, because that's another 5% happiness modifier. Again, happiness is not such a big deal. Happiness really just caps, I believe, or habitability on the planets caps the happiness. So, in the end, I don't know, I feel like it's not huge. Not in the early game anyways. Maybe later on it'll make a bigger difference. So we'll stick with spiritualist, and we are going to go with, I mean, fanatic militarist would probably be very fitting. Or I could go for some more science output, but that doesn't really fit with the whole Valyrian thing. Definitely not a pacifist. Yeah, let's go with fanatic militarist. Why not? Because I can't. Alright, because I gotta deselect that. There we go. And government type, we're not going to go with despotic empire because we don't need to worry about the slaves. Building costs are nice though. But military dictatorship is so damn good. It's bigger navies. And I feel like that's pretty fitting with Aegon and his whole thing. I guess probably the monarchy would make a lot more sense for that. But no, we'll go with the dictatorship. Why not? And yes, we are the Valyrian Star Empire. Because you know, they've already conquered the Earth, or the planet. I was looking it up, I was actually curious. Does the planet in Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire doesn't actually have a name, it's just called the world. And there's only 3 known continents. There's Westeros, Essos, and Sothorios? I think that's how you pronounce it. And then there's supposedly stuff south of Sothorios, but nobody has ever gone that far and come back, so nobody actually knows what's down there, other than probably lots of death. So we'll go with the Star Empire, and I like this whole sword thing. It's got the wings, it's kind of like a dragon, it's got the Valyrian sword in there. This probably looks more like a dragon. This just looks like a pigeon. Let's go with the dragon. No, let's go with the sword. I like the sword. But I feel like a lot of people are probably going to use that. It's like your typical military dictatorship emblem. It's like the Terran, not Terran Republic. What from Star Trek? Like the mirror universe, the Terran. What were they just called? The Terrans? I can't remember. It was like Terran something, Terran Empire maybe, and their symbol was something like that. So here we'll go with that. We'll go with the actual dragon. On red and black. No, just on red. It's, I guess this is more the inverted symbol, right? I can't remember now. Is theirs, black on red? Or is that Blackfire? No, Blackfire is red on black. Like red, dragon, black background. So yeah, we'll stick with this. And starting weapons, I find like all the videos I've seen, or the vast majority, everybody goes with energy weapons. And in-game, energy weapons they're okay. But, I mean, all 3 of these are good in their own way. Projectile weapons have a higher rate of fire, but they have a smaller, lower range, I guess. And they have a higher range on their damage. Like, the starting damage is like between 3 and 15, whereas this is between 5 and 10. But we'll go with missile weapons, because I haven't actually tried missiles. And we'll pretend it's like dragon fire. And wormholes, because wormholes are the best. The other 2 are fun in their own way, but wormholes are just... I don't know, I really enjoy wormholes. And let's go with avian ships. I like the way the avian ships look. Alright, so... yeah. Let's save it. Yes, whatever, that's fine. I'll replace it. And we're gonna play on a massive galaxy, because why the hell not? Now, the galaxy shape. I really do like the spiral galaxies. I find it's a bit more of a challenge this way. So we'll go with that. And yeah, all the empires. Let's go with hard difficulty. Because I've been playing on normal and I don't know, it seems a little easy. Maybe I'm getting too used to it, but hard should be interesting. And any LFL and not Iron Man because I don't want to deal with any sort of game-breaking bugs or anything if they do exist. I don't think they do. The game has been very stable so far. And the game's actually, I feel like they've done an amazing job with the release of the game. There were no problems or anything. Alright, now that we're like halfway through the episode, let's actually get started. So, in the eon since the first primitive Valyrian communities took shape on the grassy savannas of Dragonstone, our civilization has spread and prospered. Countless nation-states formed as we advanced through the technological ages, warring against each other until only one remained. Sounds about right. Because we got dragons. Although the fighting was often brutal, those who survived nurtured a martial tradition that has prevailed to this day. So that is our fanatic militarist. All of the descriptions and the in-game events and everything, the wording on them changes based on your ethics and traits. Actually, I think it's only on the ethics. But still, that's a neat little addition. Because I find in EU4 and in CK2, it's just kind of the events were all the samey after a while. You've seen it once, you've seen it a million times. Anyway, now after the successful creation of artificial subspace wormholes, the finest minds of the Valyrian Star Empire have finished construction of the first wormhole station at the edge of our system. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Alright, let us begin. So first things first, let's take a look at our system. We're here, which is not a bad place to be actually. Close to the center of the galaxy, so we don't have to worry about any enemies over here. We are on this arm, towards the end of the arm. If we can set up some wormhole stations around here, we can easily get over to this arm. And, I think... Oh, unfortunately, we can't quite... Oh, no, we can totally get to this one. Maybe. No, we can't. Is that... No, that's just out of our range. But with some technology upgrades, we can eventually reach that star as well and then start expanding that away. We'll probably start off by expanding southward, or southwards, I guess. This way. Alright, first things first, we need to get our science ship. I'm not going to bother renaming all the ships because that's going to be a pain in the ass. I will rename all of the planets. I don't know if I'm going to do the stars, but I will definitely rename all the planets, and I'll probably rename the classes of ships. I have it set up on auto-generate best designs, but I'm going to turn that off because I know you guys probably want to see that a little bit. So yeah, first things first, we'll take our science ship and have you survey the system. We have a survey speed plus, that's good, on our scientist. And let's check out our government. Our leader is an investor, good. Energy credits, that's nice. And, I mean, the constructor build cost is, I don't really care about, because I actually haven't been running with 2 constructors. I find you don't really need 2 constructors until later on, and then depending on how you're set up, I don't know, the second constructor is a long ways off. Second science ship, though, I'm going to be building that pretty much right away. But the mining station build cost is very nice, because we'll be building a ton of those. Election? Why the hell is there an election for a military dictatorship? Okay, sure, whatever. Budget, yep, that's fine, don't care about that right now. The policies. I don't need to change any of these. I could enable slavery, but our people don't like it. They don't have any sort of bonuses if we have slaves, so there's not really a point. Purging. Purging is useful, actually. Oh, but we can't do it because we're not collectivist. Okay. So, never mind. Guess we'll have to keep our people happy. We are orbital bombardment full. Nice. No regards to life on the surface. Yeah, sounds good. That's kind of like purging, right? Different kind of purging. Migration prohibited, that's fine for now. We might change it later. Resettlement prohibited for now. Oh, I guess you can't do it if it's prohibited. Okay, I figured the resettlement thing was always up to the ruler, to the player anyways, so. Voting rights, elitism. Oh, okay. No pops can vote, the leaders of the empire will decide ruler on election. There are no voting rights. Leadership is our primary species only, fair enough. And first combat protocol is aggressive. Unknown dangers may hide among the stars. To ensure continued survival, we must be ready to strike. Can attack neutral entities. Well, I mean, that's fine. If we change it, what is that, 10 years? Well, we'll stay as... I guess we'll stay as aggressive. I just don't want to fight the space whales. I know they can be a pain in the ass. And some edicts. We will straight up pass the encourage free thought thing. I don't really care about the ethics divergence right now, and having a bit of research speed is very useful early on. Demographics, we don't need to worry about that. Let's check out our empire. We got Dragonstone, which produces a little bit of extra food in there. It's not a very large building, or not building, planet. I think all your planets start with 16 slots. I'm not sure, but every game I've started has been like that. No new contacts. The ships we don't have to worry about yet. No situation log. Okay, tech. We have a leader experience gain. That's fine. Statecraft and rocketry. Alright, well, let's see. First things first, we'll go with the research speed plus 5% because, that just makes sense to get it as your first tech. Colony ship. Probably gonna go with the colony ship. The genome mapping is really nice as well. But colony ship. Because, because they're good. And then we could go with the ion thruster. We do have the expertise in rocketry there. And that 5% mineral boost is nice, but it's nothing amazing. It'll be great to have at some point, but we'll go with the ion thrusters. Our ships will be a little bit faster. We'll be able to zoom around the star systems a little bit quicker. And I believe that's it. Yeah, let's get going. I don't think I've missed anything. So let's see, in Valyria, we need to hopefully find some things. Some resources. Oh yeah, first things first, actually, before I do anything else. I'm going to send my ships to just kind of explore all the systems that are somewhat close to us. So they can get eyes on them and see if we have any sort of habitable planets and, just help us out that way. Let's check out Dragonstone itself. You're going there. I would actually like another farm in here. So we'll toss one of those bad boys in there. The money is nice, but I'm going to set you up on minerals instead. It's too bad we have a tile here that has no bonus. And again, I think that might be a thing that always happens, because every game I've started has been like that. Alright, and before I do forget, let us actually build ourselves another science ship. Might be a little early. I know this is probably a huge matter of contention between people. Like, when do you build your second science ship? Early on or later on? I like building it as soon as possible. It just means we are able to start exploring everything a lot quicker. We have encountered alpha aliens. Okay. It did not take long for the Valyrian Star Empire to come across intelligent alien life. It definitely did not. The fleet's report to the Valyrian capital somewhat understates just how alien these forces appear, and only in passing mentions the failure to open comms. So we have some hostile fleets over here. Looks like, mining drones. Okay. We will deal with them at some point. Let's research them, investigate the aliens, and I'm actually going to build another Corvette. Why do we have two? We only have one. There's an Aegon Targaryen class. I don't know what that is. But, okay. Anyway, we'll set up another Corvette over here. Another Oracle class. Cool. Sounds good. Actually, let's change the names. Last thing I do here. So, I guess we'll clear the design, autocomplete. I guess we don't need to do that. Just need to do this to rename. The first one will be, I guess, the Valyrian class. And then we'll have, what is this? Our construction ship. Construction ship will be the... Actually, I don't really care about the construction or the science ship. I'll let those stick with whatever name they have. I'll just rename the actual fighters, the actual navy. And anyways, on that note, I'm going to leave the episode off here. I know we didn't exactly do much in this first episode, but you know, we had to get everything set up and whatnot. And soon it'll be time for the Valyrian Star Empire to conquer all the things. But first we must conquer the things nearby. Oh, we do have a continental and an ocean world there. Ocean we'll need tech for, but we will be able to colonize eventually. And continental, and same goes with tropical, that's like ocean. And another continental. Damn, son. We got some good plants around us. Hopefully some good resources in there too. Got some minerals. Alright, well, yeah, I'm going to leave it off here. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. All the likes, comments are very much appreciated. Please drop them down below. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care.